Yeah, hi, Darren. This is Do Warforged Dream of Electric Sheep. DM, and y'all can do your thing.
Hey, I play Isidore.
Sorry, I forgot I was on mute. I'm Ian. I play Rizbit Software.
I'm Neil. I play Esme.
I'm Laura. I play Coda.
When we last left our heroes. Oh god, yeah. Okay, so recap for Ian.
Yeah, guys, Ian's back.
Also,
Yay!
yes, Ian here now. The immovable object and unstoppable force has returned. Yeah. So, Jesus. Right, Ian. What was the last thing you remember? Good answer.
Oh no, wait, no. We rescued Smoliver. And we fought the big thingy, and that was it. I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. It was the where you weren't around for the library
and...
dungeon crawl or anything. Yeah.
No, I was not.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, it was just after we got into the library.
Yes. Okay. So basically, the group were confronted by Ludwig and some of his hench people, of the Order of the Eye.
That's the name of the dude who we called the Visitor, who was
the guy who gave the axe to Esme and is now Isidora's new best friend. There was a confrontation. The party repelled. Proceeded to it was around. Proceeded to dungeon crawl. Found the author of the journal that Izzy was given by Morrison, who kept his body kept flickering from humanoid. I can't remember off the top of my head what race I said.
I think he was just a human.
Yeah. Okay. So shifting from human to Warforged.
He was also super dead.
Also super dead. Yeah. So basically, explored the library, got some really ancient books. A weird gizmo Esme found hidden behind some book. We still don't know what those. Got into the inner sanctum kind of place. Found a warforged by the name of Lawrence, and who has kind of a floating ball thing with tubes going into his throat voice box area called Wilson. That seems to do the talking for Lawrence. The two of them are librarians. For some reason, Wilson attacked Lawrence. Lawrence killed him, but in the process was damaged and essentially made the weird floaty voice box thing because he was hey, I've been here for X amount of years. I don't know what a Voltron is. So people went out, not explore, but essentially proceeded to Grandfather, which was the reason why we were in the library. Turns out Grandfather was a piano. Well, yeah.
He was a grand piano!
Hey.
Sorry.
So there was a kind of a puzzle. Izzy essentially had to play along with this kind of ghost of Grandfather ? While the others defended her. After a while, she kind of had to improvise and kind of come up with her own shtick as she played. Everyone was fine. There was a little mini boss. All good and good. She got some sheet music that had the title "A Song for a Shale," and it was kind of given the information was given to the party via Grandfather. The Order have been around for quite some time. They're not gas, they're not fun, depending on how you look at them. Some people Grandfather's attitude towards them was more not that he disliked what he liked what they've become, but it's very much he could understand how they're often perceived as kind of a neutral force. Woken up in quotation to wipe the slate clean when shit gets bad, or basically hubris gets out of control, that sort of thing. Case of on paper they're meant to be this neutral force, but he pointed out that they've become increasingly more malicious and vile as they get along. Instead of just being right, clean this place up, kind of prolonged eradicating areas and places, kind of enjoying that kind of things that are kind of there's kind of teetering off the abstract neutral concept more towards blatant evilness. So he was kind of hey, you don't have to do it, but it'd be pretty neat if you got this far and kept going on with the whole saving the world thing. That'd be neato. Yeah. So the party left. Lawrence went with the party. Lawrence also has basically a trunk of books of like the history of the Warforged. The Warforged came from a great machine that sent them to this like essentially material plane planet, whatever you want to call it. 5 original ones that like throughout over the years generated more had like individual things. The outpost you guys are going to is the house, or is possibly one of those giant warforged called Polaris. He was like, his title was the Scholar, hence like the libraries and stuff around the area. That's kind of like, that's where we're going. That's where we're going to talk. That sort of thing. So the party off. Like they said their goodbyes to the building. Ran into Patches said he'd see everyone in 6 years. Was really cryptic about it, and he shot off on his space ship. It's literally a space man-made ship of sea. I don't my part of that description. Moving on. But yeah, he was really cryptic, weird, and left. Party waved goodbye. Traveled for a few days. I think it was 3, if I remember. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think so.
Yeah, it was like a number of days anyway. Came to a clearing. Were attacked by a member of the orchestra. Red was kind of pretty badly. Her arm and leg were kind of like essentially compressed inwards. Like she isn't essentially. Yeah, Red was attacked. It's like if you ever see one of those arms where it implodes on itself, crushes inwards. That happened to her like trigger arm, like the right arm and her left leg. She got knocked to the side. Monkey retaliated, quoted some classic science fiction movies because obviously, and then the ground kind of fell out for the players or party, sorry, and there was kind of odd mechanical things they were falling, like dodging. Basically, it was like a giant metal chute. They dodged out of all the. I think someone got along the way. Not bad. I'm pretty sure I rolled pretty poorly on the damage. So, but Monkey with them, and it turns out like they fell into like a large open area with like this black sand and like kind of like pearl white sky kind of thing. Really vacant of much stuff. But there was a labyrinth in the distance with a really tall dark tower. I immediately wanted to say, I think it was a black tower in the distance, but it was like my immediate thought was like the Dark Tower. So yeah, there's another nice name drop. Monkey pointed out we should probably go there because that's the center of the mind. Spoiler: we're in this enemy person's mind. It's a case of like Monkey did something like a blast of some sort, and everyone's kind of knocked in the air. So while this entire area has been going on, it's only been like half seconds in real time in quotations kind of thing. Like everyone's still kind of in midair getting knocked back. So yeah, everybody kind of has like a dream persona ish. Esme is kind of like smoke and actually yeah, you guys can describe yourself, but essentially before we get to that, Rizbit, just for comedic effect and also just hasn't been able to grasp the mind, so he was just kind of like a floating ghastly little face that followed everybody. But now obviously miraculously recovered, and so a couple of minutes
He's all caught up.
Yeah, he caught up. So basically Ian, in a couple of seconds, describe like what Dreamland Rizbit looked like, and obviously the others will give you their description so you can understand how out there it can be if you don't use. So,
I like to hear everybody else's.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. Let's understand that. So basically, we traveled through the labyrinth. It was kind of like going through all these odd locations, like old Uria, and we were at kind of what looked landing. The theory that it was Orion was there. Like it was the landing of Orion when the Warforged were attacked all those bajillion of years ago, kind of thing. Years ago, the party kind of evaded, fought, a kind of a mix and match, sort of like dodging the hazards essentially. Crawled through the ground, got attacked by some Warforged that were playing amongst all the roots and grass, or the roots, grass, and dirt. It was all very lovely. Esme, it was Esme, wasn't it, with the bright light of the rod? Yeah, caused the light everywhere, and they kind of hissed and got back. We landed back in Uria after running through some trenches, like quite literally landed in Uria. Also, there's no fall here. Yeah, there's that. Yeah. Like it was a Z-cast feather fall, and then Monkey was like, that was quick thinking, but also like there's no fall damage, essentially. But it was still great. But yeah, we ran a trench, and when we turned the corner, it was like we fell and like lost our footing and like plummeted down through Uria. with the tower kind of being like this amalgamation of like the two Mechanist and Mage's tower in the center. The party proceeded to like run just like beeline it. Let's friggin' end this kind of thing, because we talked about the we get, the more dangerous the hazards will be. Like in terms of like game mechanics wise, like the enemies will be lethal, that sort of stuff. Traps, instead of being like he shot a dagger at me, he shot a literal house at my face, that kind of thing. So that was good. We ran into a individual who called himself the Red Right Hand of Kabir, if you care about the title. Essentially looked like kind of charcoal, smoky, grey, almost gunmetal kind of color. A tiefling with what's the animal horns, Laura, you compared them to?
Oh, it was an oryx?
Yeah, there we go. That's the one I couldn't quite remember. Oryx horns instead of kind of like bent back, kind of like ram goat, like typical demon horns, that kind of thing. He kind of looked like a we'd know him as like a like quote unquote like a lawman from literally any western you've ever watched ever. Think Angel Eyes from The Good and Bad, the Ugly, if you've seen it. He had several revolvers. He had one on each hip, one on his like on his belly. So yeah, his hand was all bloody, hence the name. Kind of like blood dripped, but also floated beside it. So there was kind of a scuffle, a disagreement. Esme and Izzy worked together, and which will lead us into the rules of this land now, because I realize we skipped over that. Basically generated like nasty boys and Ishaelan victims of like the plagues and stuff to like distract and hopefully like give them an edge in the fight. It was fucking brilliant. And essentially they fought pretty fantastically, to be fair. Before the Red got killed, essentially, well, like vanquished, he bled into his gun and shot Esme point blank in the forehead, giving her some sort of weird effect, but I believe saw to it eventually. When we got a chance, we sat down and we helped Esme. Coda choked him to death in pure anger because he was just so damn attracted to him. He just couldn't contain it.
Yeah, that was it.
That
was definitely why I killed him.
Yeah.
Out in the far reaches of space, the fire of his loins could be seen, and that kind of thing. Oh yeah, no.
Unreliable narrator.
Oh my god. Oh god, you're swallowing my chewing gum. But yeah, which then proceeded for the party to rest, kind of get their strength back a bit, because it was pretty hard hitting scuffle. Then Esme put forward the idea of let's just fucking run up the tower, like quite literally run up the side of it. So they did. In doing so, kind of triggered like a pretty lethal big oboe failsafe, and kind of like an astrally weird black smoky dragon descended on the party, but they quickly dived in through one of the vacant windows near the very top of the tower. And that's essentially like location-wise where we end. They were standing on like the roof, as if they were walking along the roof kind of thing of the inside. Now, there's a lot of weird funkiness in that story. Basically, we're in Dreamland, and in Dreamland, it's fun. You Izzy and Esme. I'm gonna have to look at that. Actually, in this land, you can alter things using. Originally, it was int or wisdom, player's choice, and also has to like justify, like I want to do this, so I'm going to do this. Like, can I do this to make this, that kind of thing. The example was given was Monkey essentially just wills it that she can wear plate, that it doesn't weigh her down, that kind of thing. So like she's kind of scrawny, small, like almost roguish in like archetypical design. She can wear plate and like carries a great sword, that sort of thing.
Okay.
That sort of thing. The entire premise is meant to have fun, and like that sort of, yeah, just fun. I got feedback on it, and I'll definitely implement the feedback down the line, because we're not going to be around for that long. It can be game breaking, but it's a case of like you can't be like I will up a +7 sword. It's not like that. It's more a case of like will up a rifle, because his class had actual let's like down the line kind of thing. But that's the type of thing where it's like if Rizbit wanted to dual wield great swords, that kind of thing. Like he willed them that they were so light he could hold 2, that kind of thing. It would be int or wiz, your choice. That's and int save or wisdom.
Sweet.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like Esme has been like altering the shape and function of her, like the pelor rod to be like a rapier. I think it was a spear at one point. It was pretty neat. Like Izzy's been like warping her spells to do little tidbits here and there. Like instead of remove curse, it was I think
lesser restoration.
Yes, yeah. It was like could she like
to remove a curse?
Yeah, to remove the like affliction that was on Esme after the bull kind of thing. But yeah, it's and like if there's like any obstacle, say like there's a 50-foot gap, and instead of like attach a grappling hook to somewhere and climbing across, like you could run, jump, and be like, I want to like rotate like the literal world, so you run along the wall off this side. That'll be int or wiz in that thing. So it's kind of used in that sense. You don't have to do it. You can just literally be like, no, I jump across. It's like, okay, that's fine. But it's just there. People have been using it in combat, out of combat, to just basically do. It's very rule of cool, that sort of thing. So that's a lot. Can't believe the internet didn't cut out once. Boy, yeah, thanks, buddy. He's in base internet. It's going started from the bottom. Now we one rung up. But yeah, so everyone can essentially describe their dream faces, and you can get a feel of the situation. But don't all go at once.
Okay. The idea I had for Isadora was... It's not that she was invisible, but it was... all of her clothes and accessories and gear and the hat were there, and they were visible, and they looked like they were filled out with a body, but you couldn't see anything underneath. And where her face was, there was just a mask. If that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm basically shifting between like multiple forms, where I go from like the Coda you would know to like a half-elf man that he would have been, and then sometimes it's something like way more demonic and monstrous. So basically, depending on like how he's feeling, he's switching between like old Icarus, current Coda, and like a really monstrous demon thing.
Esme's Esme's main form seems to be that of like a standing cloak of black smoke with a mask that is like basically the two halves of the laughter and crying, like the Grecian theater masks, which you would know literally just to see off the top of your head. But then since we've been in like a cityscape, her body became more like defined, closer to what normally is. Basically, she's just smoky and hard to get your hands on.
She always is.
Damn straight.
To be honest, I don't think I was going to go for anything like too much like that. Can like this
Rizbit is the exact same.
Can this thing like change your height, Aaron, or just stay as you are?
Yeah, like jeez, Esme's made of smoke, man. If you want to be a little bit taller, you be taller.
Yeah, Riz was probably going to grow like a couple more inches.
Go a couple feet, go crazy, it's Dreamland.
No, he likes being small.
Oh yeah.
He's going to fully grow back his hand and his eye. And maybe like buff up the armor to look nicer. But plate armor. He's going back to plate armor. And that's it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Alrighty.
Simple man, he wants simple things.
That's fair.
Does he just like
Like,
go
like
from
an eye and a
hand? Does he just turn from a little floating face and we just turn around and Rizbit's just there in plate armor now and a little bit taller? That's brilliant.
Like eating an apple, like, hey.
He's like, hey guys, oh my god, Rizbit's here!
But yeah, so guys, we're up here in this room. Exposition finito.
Do you want us to draw ourselves in, or just?
I mean, it's up to you guys. It's more a case of like clicking or clipping to the squares. It's just delightful as always. But yeah, we're in this room here.
This is like the
room you
tower
got.
of.
Yeah, the tower of this chap's mind. And Monkey essentially explained, Ian, that at the top of this tower will be this dude's mind, or personification mind, that if you defeat it, you can successfully get out. Because essentially it's like, if you get ripped out of, if you like kind of like, just jump out, it can be like lethal. Like, you die in real life, that sort of thing.
Cool.
But
I did
yeah.
not realize you could just click your token and press the directional keys to move it square to square.
I mean, yeah, I usually do it. But yeah.
Oh shit! Look at this.
Oh shit! I thought you guys operate off that.
No, I've been.
No, I always drag shit.
I've been dragging
That's
it like
how I
a
do
sim
it.
for 2 years. What the fuck?
Revelations happening today. Oh, by the way, just tidbit. Today's our 75th session.
Ooh.
Nice.
And now we figured it.
Yep, 75th session. We figured out how to move our tokens.
Hooray! Boy.
I was gonna say, yeah, at the top here is a door, but like you can see a stairs essentially like leading back. It's almost like there's a sign that says like, this is the opposite direction you want to go. So before you is a large, like, you guys walked out the oh boy, that's a skull. You guys have walked down the side of the wall, and you guys are like essentially back on the ground, sort of thing. Before you is a staircase leading up. You hear soft bubbling from the top of the stair.
Soft what?
Bubbling.
Ooh. First of all, when Rizbit reappears, Coda just looks so visibly relieved. He's just like so happy.
Hello.
Hey.
You figured out the dream thing then.
Took me a while, but I suppose I did.
Well, this has been nice. There's a dragon outside, and we're also in someone's brain. Maybe we should just,
Let's keep moving.
Rizbit, you're in the front. We've had monkey tanking. Your turn. She prods him forward.
Okay.
I also tagged and I was very bad at it, so yes.
Not
Thanks for bragging about that.
Yeah. It's not about
Weird thing to brag about.
Yeah, I'll go front.
Are we going through the door or the stairs? Stairs?
Well, that's not a door, that's a window.
Oh, okay.
No.
I still dragged my token out of force of habit.
No, I'm gonna do this forever. Look at me go.
Rizbit, you're front. Can I have a marching order, please?
I'm front.
I'll go second.
I'll go after.
Okay, Rizbit, Coda, you guys are kind of like near the front, so you guys kind of like get the blunt of it. As you guys ascend the steps, blades like kind of whirling in and out, almost mechanically, come out of the side and like shoot towards you guys. So you may dex or you may dreamscape it out of there. Your choice.
Can I try and dreamscape it with Rizbit wishing like things would just pass through him?
Ooh, yeah.
That's fun.
What do I gotta do?
A whiz save or int save, your choice.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm just finding my sheet. Whiz your int?
Yeah, whiz or int, but your choice. It's a save as well, just in case you're trained more.
Don't forget you got my plus like 2 from
Ooh,
charisma
yeah.
or whatever it is. Hold on. Yeah, 2 from charisma. That's a solid 11.
gosh darn. Especially Rizzy, like the multiple blades go through you, like you're like, oh, I'm a ghost, and you're the ghost with the most, babe. Just like the last one, you kind of materialize a little bit too early, and it's kind of like in Rizbit's side for a split second, and cuts him. But thankfully, the saw rolls snake eyes, so you take a whole 2 damage, buddy.
And you know what? Riz was sitting there thinking, it worked.
It's like, I'm a genius. Since again you're in the blunt, you'll be getting him right in the face, sort of thing.
Okay, I'm gonna see it. My dex is higher, but I kind of enjoy doing the with stuff because it's more interesting. I want to basically have it that like it actually does cut me in half, but I just reform when it like passes through me. Essentially, that's what I'm trying to go for.
Just don't roll a 1.
I didn't. I rolled a 2. Well, I'm getting some damage. Oh well.
Wow.
Yeah, 8 slashing damage. As it's like a Rizbit is not 100% clean, but you're not dead. That's fair.
I'm still just claiming that I'm very distracted.
That's fair. That's fair. Like when the blades pass your color, they kind of go, the walls reset, and you can see them like going back up to their starting position. So Izzy, Esme, you guys like know they're coming, so like you can proceed accordingly. But like you're just straight up walking ahead, you will have to like dodge.
What other way is there? Well, I guess we can imagine a way.
I can attempt to disarm them.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Yeah, Esme's gonna pull her thieves' tools out of absolutely nowhere and just start going to town. Do I need to roll to pull thieves' tools, or do I just?
Oh no.
You.
Yeah, some time, but Esme like successfully disarms them. It's she just the right side of the wall, so like if you just hold that wall and walk, you can like pass by unscathed.
Let us do that.
Hey, no, you guys proceed forward. It's all. Okay, guys, we got to use our mind's eye. All this foliage that looks like grass and leaves is actually red hot lava.
Leaves.
Gap. 5 feet down is bubbling, literal, almost cartoon style lava just bubbling away.
I care.
Disembodied jellyfish face.
Oh my god. What if
She left her
Esme's
eyes
really a
behind.
mind play?
That's her dream form.
She's
But yes. She's Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice.
Yeah. At the show that I was at on Monday, one of the drag queens came dressed in the Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice wedding dress. And it was
Oh my god.
Nah.
fucking amazing. Now, us talking lava, you say. Let's push Cody in. He's immune.
I have an idea.
Is
Or
it
that.
pushing me
What's
in?
your idea, Riz?
Can I try and like dreamscape a bridge to go across the thing to the other side?
You can indeed, buddy. Int or save, your choice.
Whiz again. 15?
Rizbit concentrates, and a wooden bridge begins to form across the gap.
Does it form the whole way?
It does.
Does the wooden bridge on fire because convection?
I mean, if you keep standing around thinking about it, Izzy, you might just...
Okay, cool. I run across the bridge.
I'm gonna let Isadora go first and I'll follow her over.
I'll go last because, as Esme said, I'm very resistant to fire.
Oh my.
You're not immune to lava. Esme will just float across.
As you run across the bridge, you hear a booming voice underneath it. Who's that trip tapping over my bridge?
No one
Get
go!
in trouble!
And from underneath it, kind of like swoops up and lands in front of Izzy as like blocks your path meme. Is a like troll, but this one just looks kind of fiery. So typical, the classic D&D troll. Don't know what they look like. I don't have a token. But fire, but fire. But yeah, he's staring Izzy down.
Did I not already cross over?
It was it's a case of you were going to cross. This is like when you get like essentially 3/4 of the way.
All right. Hi.
He's like, you gotta pay toll.
You gotta pay the troll toll.
Of course we do. What's the toll?
400 golden pieces each.
Darren, I want to try and dreamscape up a bag of
Esme
1600 gold.
We're in the dreamland. He means nothing here. Let's just give him our money.
400
Coda,
gold.
why? Coda, why?
Coda hands over a miniature burlap sack. It's heavy. Its contents weighing a lot, as if 400 golds of coin. He takes it, looks at it, and he's like, "This is a bag of rocks." Who?
No,
Did you
it
use this
isn't.
fucking joke?
No, it isn't. It's gold. Look closer.
Asshole.
Can I try as well?
You may, but
Is it like a thing like, am I concentrating on the bridge, so if I do this, the bridge falls away?
that's actually never been addressed. Let's try it, Ian. Why don't you do that?
Fuck it, yeah. 14.
The bridge remains in place. Rizbit puts his hand into his pocket and pulls out a large bag of gold. Before we continue, Icarus, dear
Yeah.
You're not gonna like you.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Hold on, I just want to double check this.
Oh god.
Can't wait to get thrown into the lava.
Strength save, please.
16. Thank you for the +2, Ian.
Close.
Welcome.
No cigar.
Ah, Coda.
The troll drops the bag, and essentially on his right side, his right arm, you see like as if he essentially has done like an Indiana Jones whip, but it's made out of lightning, and it wraps around Coda's neck, and he like yanks him forward. So Coda, you're essentially like almost to the point of sharing it with this gentleman, but you do take damage.
No. We paid your money.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's really not. Shut up.
No,
We paid your money. Let him go.
You take 15 lightning damage, and he's like 400 each. This thing tried to give me a bag of rocks. This bag of gold doesn't even sound the same.
Hey, can I ask a question?
You just did.
First.
My God, you are an ass. So
No, I'm a troll.
I'm gonna ask a few more.
Okay.
Where do you think you are?
I'm standing beside my home. Where do you think you are?
Oh,
Who do you think you are?
So, hold on. Shush. I gotta explain where we are, right? You're a figment of the imagination of the man whose mind we are in. We have real physical bodies. You are literally meaningless and don't exist. So go away, please.
Butter him up. This is really not
No,
don't
that's
insult him
literally
this way.
no. He's not real.
But he's choking me to death, though. It's kind
You're
of- yeah.
fine. They're just psychic death. It's fine. No, seriously, troll dude, you're not real. Like, what are you doing? Just stop. You don't need real money. You just need a real. You need a reality check.
I really don't love this tactic.
Yeah, well then maybe someone should prepare to kill him with
This-
the magic
That's what
or
I have
sword
an
thing.
idea.
Your
Go
words
on,
cut
do
me deeper than any blade could.
They can't. You don't exist.
Yes, Ian.
Can I feed my idea right now?
Yeah, no, yeah, throw it out there into the ether, buddy. Do it.
So, do you know the way my sword goes on fire?
Correct, no friend.
And the thing is like a fire troll thing?
Yes.
What if, bear with me, I use like a mindscape thing to make it a sort of ice and attack him with it?
Yeah. Essentially to like alter the buff. You save or this.
Yeah. $15.
Yeah, like Rizbit, like to do so, I'm going to say you'd have to kind of draw your sword, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like you have to look at it. So like, yeah, this you're holding the sword, and you just like give a glance and concentrate, like muzzle your brow kind of thing, and like it immediately comes to like freezes over, and you see like like cold, foggy stuff coming off it. Not cold steam, but you know what I mean, like that kind of like
a mist.
Yes, there we go. That's probably the better word.
Can I attack him?
Yeah, cool. Roll initiative. Like you'll attack the roll initiative.
Yeah.
Do I get to roll initiative?
I mean, yeah. 1 second.
I hit it twice. I'm not sure. Could do like that multi-attack. Like if you want the first one, that's it. That's cool.
Yeah, cool. Sorry, roll for me tonight. 1 second.
If he beats a 27 initiative, I'll be shocked.
Hey, he can do whatever he wants. He does this, remember? Gosh.
I use my dream world to say he rolls a 1.
Yeah, I don't know what is with roll 20s tonight. Hold on, actually, I'm gonna set the board up. I'm gonna take notes, and I'm just gonna restart Firefox. It's being really fucking weird. You were 26, yes? Hello.
What?
Coda was 27. I'm 9.
Okay, Esme. Sorry, it's just Firefox is loading back up slowly, so I'm just gonna ask. Esme and Izzy, what were your two?
Initiative?
Yeah.
16.
16. Cool. 18. All right, cool.
I also rolled twice by mistake for my greatsword hit because I'm not sure if you're counting 1 or 2. So it's a 16 and a 26, or just a 16, whichever's up to you.
I'm gonna say like you had an attack action. So, 1 second, guys.
I don't think the initiative will be a problem. Rizbit will just kill him on the first round.
You never know.
Yeah. Well, go ahead. Neil.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, essentially, as like the battle is commencing cutscene, like in the vein of like Mortal Kombat, or like this, like the troll puts on its reading glasses, and it's like, oh, how trolls.
I'll roll my dexterity for you for one of the attacks. If a 16 hit.
Hold on, I'll tell you now. I'm pretty sure it just, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no, that hits, dude.
Sweet. I'll roll the damage for that. $14 cold damage for that attack.
Cool. Right, neato. 14 color. Too bad. The troll's up. Wow, a 10 and an 8, Coda.
Miss. I'll hellish
Gosh.
rebuke him.
How could you miss? He was right in front
You
of
have me
you.
grappled. Yeah, I'm. Can I make an int roll to try and make my hellish rebuke into like instead of fire coming out of me, it's like water? To try and like quench his flames. So I'll make an int save.
I'm going to be an arsehole and point out the fact that Hellish Rebuke only works if you take damage, not if you're attacked.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
I thought that too, but I didn't want to be the asshole.
I forgot. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's
So I'm just going to straighten my...
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Esme, you're up, buddy.
Okay. So I'm a taking it that he's just down in front of where Isadora and Coda is. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, shit, what am I doing? Oh my god, I haven't even moved. I'm looking at the battle map. You guys.
Did he actually beat my initiative? How could he?
He didn't beat your initiative.
Oh, okay.
Cute. So this is mostly for comedic effect. Esme touches the rod to the ground, and a streak of light shoots past and behind the troll, and then taps him on the shoulder. And then when he turns around, the smoke Esme just like lunges forward and punches him in the face.
Ooh, I love that.
That's it.
Do
I like
need
it.
Yeah, I need to roll my whiz.
Mhm.
Cute.
You do the thing.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
$24 damage.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Isadora.
I'm going to build on what Esme was trying to do earlier and address this troll and say, sir, you've felt the blows raining down on you. You were very much real. But is anything else? Can you possibly say for sure that we exist? That this world around you exists? How do you know they aren't the only real thing in existence? That everything we are and do and say isn't just some sick, twisted machination designed specifically to break your mind? And I want to roll like the dream thing to try and pass. I want to give him an existential crisis.
Yes.
I feel like the best part about it is he gets it, but Isadora realizes that she was internal monologuing external, and that's what's actually just happened.
Well, I mean,
He's gonna
that
just
too.
realize that he's a figment of imagination and turn to dust.
Yeah, he's stunned essentially.
Oh my god, that's.
Can he
brilliant.
also make a wisdom save, because I want to make that a vicious mockery attack as well?
Pretty sure if he's stunned, he insta-fails.
I'm not sure. It might only be strength and dex you fail, but maybe it's everything.
15.
Well, he fails anyway. Ah. Yeah. 6 damage.
That was a great round.
Nice.
Rizbit.
So I realized that I hit him with an attack, and now I'm all the way over here.
That's bad note taken on my part.
No, that's okay. I was wondering. I was gonna move it, clarifying it with you first. I'm gonna try and hit him twice again with my icy sword.
Stretch.
I love
I'm pretty
that
sure you
image.
have it, but you have advantage on swings because he's stunned.
Advantage.
Yeah, because he's stunned.
Okay.
Although
so
both of them hit.
27 the first.
May as well roll twice more to see if you get a crit.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thinking. 27 and 20.
It-
25 cold damage.
Nice. Coda.
Do I have to like escape his grapple?
No, the stun essentially like allows you to.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I take a few deep breaths, and then I'm gonna. He's stunned, so I can step away and he won't get an opportunity attack, right?
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna shoot him. We haven't had a rest since the last combat, so I don't have like any of my abilities back, but I'll just shoot him with the rifle. That is the third 2 I have rolled. I'll take
Flush
my
it out.
second attack with the pistol.
Neato.
Better.
Hit.
18. And then I am done. And I'm just gonna sit down for a second because I got super choked.
You sure did.
The troll snaps out of his little daze, fixes his glasses, and he just like actually like rolls his head to it, and he's just like, "Oh God, back to college, Jesus."
Ha! Joke's on you! I barely know how to read.
That was a self burn.
He is just kind of like, "Oh, it shows," and you see
Bitch.
an
Now I'm
orb.
glad we're f***ing him.
You see an orb form at the front of his hand, and it's like bubbling, like acidic green mucus, and it kind of gets bigger and bigger. And you see like his like grin grow wider as this orb gets bigger, and he just like absolutely sends this thing like shooting off towards his door.
Am I rolling for this, or are you?
No, it's the hit. 15 to hit.
No, that doesn't hit.
Oh, nice. It cuts like Izzy, like whoa, that's close call. And it whizzes past Isadora's head, and it smashes into like it essentially like burns through a wooden bridge behind you and like crashes into the wall. You see like acidic goo going everywhere.
Same asshole.
Is he just making enemies left, right, and center now? And I love it.
2 seconds. He grins to your retort, Izzy, and is like, perhaps not real. And he like hangs his head low and he grins, and you see he starts to kind of like sure and like essentially blow out of existence. And you can't focus on him. Esme, you're up.
Cool. So, long ago, Isadora cast a spell, Fairy Fire.
Looking for it right now.
Well, I gotta do.
Oh no, he's invisible. He's just hard to concentrate.
But it's more where Esme's pulling this from.
Yeah.
What Esme is going to do is she's going to hold up the rod of Pelor, and she imagines that from it shines a bright, sparkling light that forces what effect that is causing him to be like blurry in that regard, to like center and cause him not to be easier to hit, but to be difficult to hit. that make sense?
Like the light will
Yeah.
give us you'd make us see him better, or like that kind of thing.
But it's not even. It's more like it's kind of. It is the light of clarity. It's a whole
Yeah.
holy hullabaloo where it's just like, no, I say thee nay, but she's going to try. Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll roll weird. Curse smoky woman's lack of clarity.
Why is your name
it-
just
it
an
lasts.
asterisk?
Because I fucking want it to be.
He lasts. The spell has no effect.
Esme founds.
Izzy.
I want to use Fairy Fair to try and do the same effect that I was about to Isidore, that Esme was trying to do.
Cool. Right, I roll a thingamajigger. The spell does not take effect.
Okay.
I thought Fairy Fire was a dex save on their part.
Yeah, but it doesn't
No, but I was-
specifically do what? Like,
Oh,
Fairy Fire
right.
technically
Yeah.
wouldn't. Is that all you want to do, Amy?
Well, that technically counts as having used my action.
Yes.
Okay, then. Bardic Inspiration to Rizbit.
Thank you.
Speaking of teeny tiny Rizbit, it is teeny tiny Rizbit.
Hey, he is a few inches taller now.
I am indeed.
He's moderately sized Rizbit.
Darren, by him being slightly invisible, does that mean like we have a disadvantage or something?
Yeah, essentially. You do indeed, friendo. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I saw that.
No, I did. I'm just thinking. Sorry.
That's cool, man.
I'm gonna order my vow of enmity on this dude.
Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, to cancel out. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
He doesn't roll for that, doesn't it? That's just what happens.
It's just a thing that happens, my friend.
That's good. No, I'm just making sure, man. That's fucking rad. I love how it's a good one.
And I'm gonna try and hit him twice with my greatsword. Bardic Inspiration, was that like a D8 on one of my attacks?
Yeah, barely to hit, not to damage. Like not damage.
I'm gonna add it to my second one, so I'm gonna roll it after I roll my second one. Yeah, I'll roll it anyway. I declare it.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, them hits, man.
That is 27 cold damage.
Yeah. Cool. 27. Cool. Yeah. No, he's not looking too hot.
He's looking pretty good.
Scary ghost. Coda.
Okay, so I have disadvantage to hit him.
Correctamundo, friendo.
I am gonna. No, hang on. I don't think. Are people like damaged, or is it just me that's hurt?
I've taken 2 damage and that's it.
Okay, never mind. I really can't do anything, but I'll try and shoot him with disadvantage. 2 with the. Oh fuck you! No! What?
I just messed it.
No! Don't do that to me! Don't you dare! No!
Oh, it's so mean.
No!
It's like,
Why
Why are you making
hey
it so
kids, you want to buy some
easy?
drinks? Sorry, what's up? Oh,
Oh, cool. Fun. That was 2 with the pistol, so I get a shot off and then it misfires.
uh-huh.
Does the first one hit, yeah?
It does.
22 damage, and then my gun misfires. Can I try to... No, never mind. I'm also gonna use my second wind as a bonus action to get some health back because I'm dying. I can't remember how that works. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, he crumbles into flames.
Hey, I got a grid point back! Yes!
The bridge begins to burn.
Run,
I
run,
ran
run,
across the bridge!
You successfully jump across the bridge.
Sorry about that, bridge guy. Who needs control?
Before you is a long hallway corridor,
dig it.
thingamaker. There are large vacant gaps. Each kind of gets bigger and bigger as it goes along. You can see what looks like a corner down below, though. The corridor is well lit with torch guns.
Suppose I'll go first.
See, this is the problem though. Can you imagine really long legs?
Why?
Because I feel like you're the one who's going to fall into the pits.
Darren,
Rizbit.
I would like to mindscape me floating slightly off the ground.
Ooh, give me a roll, friend.
That's a 15.
Yeah, you hover ever so slightly.
Sweet. I hover down the corridor and I look at Esme and I give a finger.
The leader's back!
I hover right after him. I'm smoke. How
So,
dare you?
I missed you, Esme.
It's not like either of you have Misty Step or anything. What? How wide are these gaps, rather?
They are 10 feet. Like, the corridor is 10 feet. You can stand shoulder to shoulder with a friend.
But, like, the actual pits themselves.
Oh, the pits, the first one is like 5 feet. It's like not too bad. Like, it's a case of like just a little hop. The middle one is 5 feet and the last one is 10 feet.
So can we, like... Is it okay... Blah, blah, blah. Are we able to just, like, sort of jump over the first one?
Yeah.
Right. I do so.
I wait here at the start of the last one for everybody.
I follow Rizbit.
Do you know what? Fuck it. Seeing as if they're not going to use it, can I imagine I have Misty Step to get through this corridor?
Give me a roll, buddy.
Oh, okay.
For the purpose of this roast, you have Misty Step.
Peace!
No.
And then she zooms away.
Darren?
Yes.
I'm gonna make my way across the last one, but in preparation, in case I fall, and seeing as a door, Misty Step. Chris was like, "Oh, I have Misty Step," so he's got like.
Like prepare it as a no, that's cool. Yeah, I believe along. Oh no, you're sure floating. Never mind. It's cool. So how's dearest Coda getting across these bigger gaps?
Probably with a lot of difficulty, not a lot of grace. Let me think.
You know.
The
standard.
usual. Yeah.
Esme is
So
Esme
it's a
is
5-foot gap and
close
10-foot gap.
hand for Coda.
What's she doing?
She's close at hand. She's
Oh,
ready.
in case he, yeah, okay. That's probably good. Yeah, I guess I could think of something cool. This is a tight corridor, right? Fairly tight.
Yep.
Can I try to imagine a jetpack?
I mean, it'll definitely just appear like a giant revolver on your back. It's definitely not going to be like
Probably
a turbine.
conceptualize a jetpack.
Yeah, it's probably too advanced for me to even conceive of, because I only just got the hang of wings. I guess I'll try and jump, but I mean, Esme's there, so like, yeah, maybe she'll try and say, I don't know what happens to try and jump.
Long jumps are strength saves, aren't they?
Wait, I thought this was 5 feet, right? Is that long? I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, the 5 feet one, yeah. Like I think actual like the long jump.
The 10-foot one at the end.
Yeah. I think long jumps are strength saves because I'm.
It's
pretty
okay,
sure
Darren. I failed the 5-foot one, so it's fine.
Fucking Christ.
8.
Esme,
Vertical
dex
leap.
save, please.
Esme will help.
Coda, can I have a wisdom save, please?
That's a 9.
You hear a deep and what's the word? Yeah, just a deep and kind of like belly laugh, and you couldn't swear you hear someone loading bullets into a chamber behind you. Esme grabs you though as you fall, kind of like lose your footing and kind of reads you forward, but you definitely hear a bit of a chuckle and a gun load.
Yeah, I'll like turn around immediately to look at that. I assume there's nothing there, but I'm like turning
nothing
around
there.
to be like...
Yeah.
I'm just like really embarrassed, thank Esme, and yeah.
I thought you were going to be able to make it, and I was gonna
So did I, it's not very far, is it?
I was gonna just like pass through you and let you fall like face down, and it would have been funny. But then I actually had to save you.
Yeah,
So
shouldn't
I'm
have come
gonna
to
stay
that,
on
should
this
it?
side in case anything awful happens. So maybe take a running jump at this one.
I'm not very... stamina and speed and strength, not really my forte.
I
Then
imagine
if it's
Coda's
something-
better at.
Are you imagining beefy Coda?
No, just better at sports.
Jock Coda.
Better at the long jump.
Darren, can I
Never
imagine
mind.
myself beefy? Can I imagine myself beefy?
This is like a weird sex thing. Go for it.
Oh my god!
It's
no.
literally that. I can see. I can fight.
Oh no, I hate this. What have I created? Okay, I'm gonna use my new...
Actually, do you know what happens? Do you know what happens? Do you
What?
know? Coda, for the next 5 minutes in game, Coda's int and strength stats have swapped.
Oh!
Oh, he's got a 0 int.
And he's like, full on, bro. Yeah, hello, ball.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna
What?
try and make this jump, and I'm gonna fail it anyway. I want you to know that, even with my ripped bod.
I'll prepare to catch him when he fails.
Is it a strength save
I
or a
do have a
strength
plan to
check?
catch him.
Darren.
Hold on, let me just get a picture of what Coda looks like now. One
Oh,
second,
please
one
don't.
second.
Oh, I can't believe this. What have I done?
Coda got it.
Coda's suddenly very smug and enjoying his own body.
Oh god.
Wow.
No, as
front
in
of everyone,
he's just
Laura.
admiring his sudden biceps. He's just having a good time.
That is just an entire
Oh,
packet
no.
no one wants to digest.
Nice.
Darren, is it a strength save or a strength check?
Yes, I love it.
He is so good.
I've never done deltoids at all. You could ask my coach. Best fucking line in the entire movie. Sorry, Laura, continue.
Is it a strength save or strength check?
To jump save.
Oh, here comes Jock Coda.
Watch out.
Do I make it?
Yes.
Yeah, Coda lands and he's suddenly much beefier and much stupider.
It's when Shaggy takes that like potion in the really god awful live action Scooby Doo movies. Check it out, Scoob. I'm Woof. So yeah, you all made it across. Good. Well done. This has been eye-opening.
This has
for a lot
been
of us.
something.
So, do you guys see down the hallway?
Yes. Let us.
Ready to go, Coda?
Yeah, come on, let's go. Let's do it.
Oh wow, I hate this immediately. Let's go.
As you round the corner, it is particularly cold. It is time. It's time to use their mind's eye again, kids.
Is it time for the ice troll?
Oh, it's before you is the thinnest layer of ice you did ever see. Underneath it is just like the walls of like a chasm or a cave, or I don't know, but it's complete nothingness. Like the deepest fall you ever saw is beneath you, but it's okay, guys, because the thinnest layer of ice connects your side to a clearly open room that has kind of like
I think I know
warm
this. If we just
porches.
like walk really, really fast, we won't fall. It's fine. We'll just walk really fast.
Darren,
I am.
you go first, Amy.
Cute. I want to imagine that I can use Ray of Frost to make the ice thicker.
Oh, I like that.
Ah!
Izzy like preps a ray of frost in her hand. She's like, "I got this," and it just turns to fire. She's like, "Oh, maybe I don't."
I cuss out that troll.
I'm pretty sure I could make that jump.
Darren,
Dude, go yes, Ian.
am I still floating?
Yes. You hazard a guess. You might just have enough floatiness for one more action declaration, if one were to
Cool.
reduce it down to game statistics.
I'm gonna go right across the ice on top of it, like float across it.
I will kill you with that imaginary dumbbell, Laura.
He's making sick gains.
Cool. Yeah. So Rizbit disappears into the room before you. How do you guys go about it?
How wide is this?
It is 5 feet.
I'm gonna just try and imagine another use of Misty Step, I suppose. $17?
Seven. Yes, you successfully conjure up one more.
I poof across.
Darren,
Yes.
can I attempt to, like, Nightcrawler teleport myself and Coda to the other side?
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
A tall
Don't
order,
use
friends.
magic, just use your muscles. Just jump.
Or yeah, in Wiz.
Cool, yeah.
Magic's for nerds.
Esme,
He's just saying that in that voice.
Esme becomes fully corporeal, and she says, "It's like, this is the most attractive you've ever looked, and it is the most repellent I've ever found you."
Thanks.
Coda's like, that means she's into me, right?
Yeah. I don't know what repellent means, but I think it's good.
If that is 22 high enough?
1 sec. 1 sec, guys. Yes, you guys successfully teleport across.
Esme basically just stands in front of Coda and she says, "Look at me. Look at me!"
What? Why?
And all of the, like, smoke starts to, like,
Oh,
trail
shit,
off her.
Calm
And
down.
I just like to imagine she turns into, like, a proper horrible vampire face just for the purpose of scaring Coda. And then she teleports across. Coda.
You don't scare me. I've got so many muscles. Look at me. I'm so muscular.
Coda,
Look at these
remember that
biceps,
time?
Esme. Look at these biceps.
Listen to me. Just listen. This is very important.
You don't
Remember
scare me.
that
I
time?
can punch you. I can punch you and you die.
That could happen. Remember that time Kabiri appeared and and we stood beside you to help fight him
Oh,
off.
he's not great. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, he's. Yeah.
If you don't cop on, I'll never do that again.
You don't
Next
have to though,
time,
because he's
I'll let
dead,
him
right?
take
I mean, I don't remember, but I think he's dead, right? I think I killed him with my muscles. I punched him and he died. Yeah, that's what I remember.
I'm pretty sure it was something awful like the magic of friendship.
No, that sounds like a nerd thing. I think I just punched him.
You are a nerd.
I'm not a nerd. Look at my biceps.
Esme begins to
Nerds
list
don't get
off.
these sick gains.
Listen here, you. I will beat you within an inch of your
You couldn't
ill-gotten
beat
life.
me. Look at me. Look at you. You're all small. Just let me enjoy this, Darren. This is really funny. I love this.
As you guys teleport across and into the room, you catch a glimpse of Isadora and Rizbit in separate beds, sleeping soundly. Wisdom saves, Coda and Esme, please.
Yeah, that's about right.
You just can't fight the urge. You crawl into a vacant
I'm gonna take a
bed.
power nap, alright? I'm making too many sick gains. Just gotta go for a nap. Bye.
Esme, you feel sluggish, kind of like maybe I should nap. And then you're like, no, shut the fuck up, Esme. You like straight up like Tyler Durden, like punch in the eye, kind of like stay awake.
Oh, how can? Oh, this is some serious inception shit. Are we asleep in a dream?
Yeah.
Esme, your friends are sleeping soundly. They are turning pale. What do you do?
Okay, I'm going to do two things in quick succession. One, I'm going to just check to see what anything is down by the side, by the other end, way out, just to see if I can see anything.
Okay, cool, yeah. You see a long hall well lit by torches. At the end, you see like foliage and like bushes, trees. You get a slap of like foresty smells in your nose face holes.
Well, that sounds like probably the end of this part of this mission. Takes out her skin and takes a little swig from it, but then we'll proceed to splash people with it.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask
Leaving
you. Coda's last. Okay, who's second last?
Isadora. I feel
All right, so yeah, you go Rizbit, Izzy,
like
Coda.
he's with.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So, guys, you guys wake. You feel like you have the worst hangover ever. Is Rizbit? You kind of that was just an uneven sleep. Izzy, you feel kind of crappy, and Coda, you feel like you've had the this is the mother of all hangovers.
Darren, am I still buff?
No, you're a little nerd again. But no, it's funnier because Coda's maximum HP has been reduced by half. Isadora, yours has been reduced by a quarter. And Rizbit, you're fine. You feel like crap.
If my max HP is reduced, that doesn't mean that I go down to that, though, right? Or no, I do go down to that.
Oh no, yeah, so if your max HP is 50,
okay.
You are now, and you are on full HP, you're on 20.
Well, I wasn't on full, but do I go down the equivalent, or do I just go down to the half number?
Whatever, yeah. If what you're on now, despite being wounded, is more than the half mark, you still go down to the half mark. What's your current HP?
I was on 47, now I'm down to 26, because it was my half.
Yeah.
Because, I'm a level 8 fighter with 52 health.
Go for it, buddy. Yeah, you guys feel sluggish and awful, but you are awake.
I had a terrible dream that I was muscular and a bad person.
You all look positively ghastly.
Just gonna say, being muscles and doesn't mean you're a bad person.
No, but I was a real bastard.
No, Coda, that was just you. You should deal with that. Also,
yes.
why do you all look so sick?
I feel really bad.
Maybe those beds have diseases. Get away from the blankets.
Level 99 bed bugs.
Okay, there's a forest. This she points down the hallways. Like, let's go.
You sure we
If
can't
you're
just
all
go
in.
to bed for a while?
Coda, I threatened to kill you when you were buff. I can definitely
Wait,
kill
no,
you
that
now
was a
that you look
dream.
at
I
me.
wasn't buff.
Oh, wait. And Isidore is gonna stumble out of bed, and I'm going to. She doesn't know, obviously, what's wrong with them, but she's going to use healing word as sort of like a cat. Like she's gonna imagine healing word as sort of like a catch-all to sort of fix whatever's wrong.
Okay.
Isadora casts coffee.
Yeah, cat's hangover cure. Cat's fry.
Oh, we're just having dirty fry in this bedroom.
Yeah.
Isadora, Cody, your maximum HP is increased by 5.
You still don't
What's yours on, Amy?
My max is now 58.
50 what?
58.
How is that? Oh, right, because you didn't get by half. Okay. I was like, Izzy has 100 health.
Fucking wish I had 100
Cool.
health. I was
My
on
max
70.
is 31 now. Wait,
Your max is 31?
My max normally is 52, but I was reduced by half plus 5, so 31.
Dear fucking god.
So y'all progress to the woodland.
Yeah.
Right, so these thingies here are trees, big thick trees. The thing in the middle, I'll get to it in a second. But before you is a large kind of like grove, like wide variety of flowers, bushes. Just it's really like a druid would be very happy here. It's very like natural, calming, and there is becomes more spectral. Ooh, cute. In the center is what looks like a banquet table. It's got just a wide variety of fruits and like fruits, like just food. There is what looks like a suit of armor, like sitting on a chair in front of, like it's facing you, and the food, like it's sitting, like kind of like just sitting there minding its own business. Like it's completely like unresponsive. It almost looks like it's quote unquote powered down. Like there's no like it hasn't addressed you or like moved. It's kind of just like slouched into the chair sort of thing. But yeah, Coda, Izzy, you guys like look at this food and you're like, oh, it's fruit, but like you know in your heart that if you took a bite out of that, that would definitely cure what ails you.
How certain are we of that?
That, detective, is the right question.
Like, why are we getting this feeling?
You are unsure, but like looking at this food, your like mouth waters and you're like, oh god, that's the good one.
I detect magic.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, that just like triggers. 1 second, I will tell you the school map.
I'm getting this strange feeling that'll just cure me.
That's
Cure you of
exactly
what?
what I shouldn't. Cure of feeling so damn bad.
You gotta be careful here.
Enchantment is the specific school, apparently.
I dispel it.
Or
at least I try.
Dispel magic. What level? Sorry, Amy.
I think it's any level below. If you spell it of any level below 4, it's automatically gone. Otherwise...
No, I mean like actual dispel magic. It's like that spell. Like what level is that?
Oh, it's a 3rd level.
1 second.
Much as I'd like to feel better, I don't trust this.
No.
Izzy, you're like, I dispelled the magic, and the magic is not dispelled.
Oh.
Coda, with your passive perception, you could swear on your teeny tiny horns that you heard metallic metal on metal, like the faintest like movement of it coming construct as Izzy was like, I dispel, and nothing happened.
Which direction is that coming from?
Yeah, the individual is at this like side of the table.
Oh, there's someone there?
There's a suit of armor.
Oh,
Suit of
sorry.
armor.
Oh, sorry. I didn't hear that.
Also, Esme, this is you, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can spy like a doorway over here.
Yeah, once Esme sees that, she just like, let's just ignore this.
Ooh, be
And
careful.
head-
I think there's something going on with that suit of armor.
Yes, I do believe there is something going on with that suit of armor, but if it stays where it is, and we go where we're going, it'll be fine.
Just
And she
your eye on it.
proceeds towards the door.
I agree with Esme. You don't need to think.
So you proceed through the doorway?
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on that suit of armor.
Yeah.
Before you is a long, tight corridor that looks like it's kind of like if someone lined down like a cave wall. It's like really like cave. It looks like it belongs in a cave. It's almost like old school expedition days, almost.
Can I investigate for any traps or hazards as we pass through?
Sure.
Darren, I'm not going to lie to you. That's the complete wrong roll because I just rolled to disarm instead of find. That should be +6. I'll re-roll if you like.
Nah, let's not be those kind of people. That's okay. 26 is still
Let's
pretty
not
high,
look at
and
that
that's a nice
20 in
crit.
the mouth, like.
Yeah, Esme, as you're like investigating walls, moving slowly, like ever so long, you actually notice a few gemstones in the walls, like rubies. You count 3 of them.
With my perceptive eyes, could I assess how much they might be worth?
Yeah, I'm double checking now. Whoever made that table has way too much time on their hands. One sec.
I wish there was still an appraise skill in. That's like the only thing I miss about Furry because like I definitely would have gotten that from my merchant background.
I always used to take like appraise, lore, or history in the
same.
PC games. Like being able to do things on the spot was like my favorite like mini victory. It was
Yeah, it was the best.
Apprentice wasn't in 4.
Oh,
it was in
it Pathfinder?
though.
Pathfinder,
Because that's where I wanted from. Like that's where I wanted from. Oh, it's just like.
Oh, it's Streetwise. It was in 4 that I'm thinking of. I think.
Great skill. But yeah, and
Yeah,
Streetwise is pretty much
Oh,
the same.
Streetwise.
I miss Streetwise.
Literally.
Oh shit! Okay, Neil.
Literally. What is it? Estimation, the poor man Streetwise.
You hazard the guess that you definitely have heard, like, you know, Daddy Nilo at minimum talk about how like rubies are at least worth $1,000 each.
Esme considers the situation and recognizes the chances are she can take anything out of the dream anyway, so let's move on.
You press forward down the hallway. You see, when you kind of like go a little bit further down, you can see what looks like a torchlight leading into the room. Before you, relatively normal sized room. 4 pillars, nothing of importance on them. The walls around you are completely flat, no indentations, nothing. It's like for all intents and purposes, like someone like didn't model the room. But in the center is a large chest, one might find at the end of a dungeon.
Nope, if everything else is a trap, it's a trap. Nope.
Detect magic, please.
Fine. It's magic.
One sec, let me just tell you the correct one. You are getting a loot magic all off this motherfucker and this slab of wall.
I'm going to try and dispel the illusion on the wall.
Yes, it shatters, like, essentially. It's like, looks like a mirror.
And what's underneath?
Those Jim Henson Labyrinth vibes.
You see a long hallway, poorly lit. It stinks cobwebs and decay.
Ugh, that's better than mystery chest.
So, speaking of the mystery chest,
I know I shouldn't, but I really want to.
don't touch it. What I think should happen is
I'm gonna stand in a corner.
Isadora, can you cast that magic spell that opens things?
I think it's. Let me check. And question is, will I?
That's a fair question, to be honest.
Oh, it's not a touch spell. I thought it was. Okay, everybody back up. Everybody back up, just to be safe. I'm gonna stand in this corner. And once everybody is a reasonable distance away from the box, I cast knock on it.
The box unfolds as if a cardboard cutout. It rolls out, the sides, it kind of like just collapses down. Springing forth, its contents is a floating mouth that laughs literally like Woody Woodpecker's laugh, and it disperses.
I'm glad we found that out.
It's just gone.
Yeah, well, like the remains of like the cardboard cutout chest are there, but the mouth is gone.
Vicious.
Too high to be wasting on that, whatever it is.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh,
Keep
Esme.
on, Rizbit.
Oh,
wait,
Rizbit, sorry. I thought it was Esme.
Knock second level.
Ooh, neat. Rizbit. The rest of you follow Rizbit immediately.
Oh,
For
hi,
you,
handsome.
Rizbit, before you is a large room covered in what looks like bookshelves and areas to take a book, read your leisure, that sort of thing, kind of like a study. It is completely blanketed in cobwebs. Like the cobwebs are so thick, it's almost like a blanket. If you pulled one up, it would like the whole room could pull down. That sort of. This place stinks. Like dust invades your nose. It stinks of decay, dust, and cobwebs. If cobwebs have this now. In the center is a large stone throne. Sitting upon it, like upright as if aware, but clearly like is not moving, is also in a layer of webs and cobwebs, is a mummified individual. It's got a purple robe. It kind of has, it's seen better days. Rizbit would have seen it well because he was present, but it looks like a really, really crappy version of the orchestra robes. The individual's head kind of like it droods into like this really large triangle that like it's going up and up to the point where like its point is clearly somewhere through the roof, but you can't see it. Its eyes are not. It's a case of like it's from the nose upwards. It's kind of like they all mushed together, and like the skin's really tight and rubbery, and yeah, it seems unresponsive in the room. But this is the room before you.
Monkey is this?
Yeah, she circles the room, like enters and kind of like does a little walk, and she's like, "Yeah, no, this is him."
So what do we have to do?
She like unsheaths her blade, and she's like, "We got to put him down. Anyone want dibs?"
Esme just shouts, "Hey, asshole! Let's finish this!"
Esme, you hear, and so there is a birdie. Okay. Initiative, please. And initiative, and then we can break.
Yeah.
I got a 20.
Damn,
Yay!
everyone's fucking rolls.
Aesthetic. I've loved the aesthetics of this arc so far. Like, everyone's on point with their looks. I believe that.
Oh boy, look
And
at
look,
that
it's
thing.
Ind!
Right, guys, we can break. Yeah, back 5 minutes. If everyone's back early, we'll begin early. But yeah, 10 minutes,
Cool.
give or take, that sort of thing. I'm gonna go grab some water.
And I've extra 30.
Okay, we should be good to go.
So initiative is rolled and such. The room quakes.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
Not allowed.
The individual stands up from the chair and utters a few words in Esme. What's your languages again? Do Electra get a specific one? I can't remember.
No, it's just Elven. I think she has Elven Thieves' Cant in common.
Cool. Anyone who can understand Elven.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, you. That's cool. Yeah, it's more just like for like pointing it out for let the record show. The hollow voice just declares, like, it's like, you shouldn't have come here. Yes,
I'd like to point out we didn't choose to come here. Just saying. Just wanted to point that
Isadora,
out.
don't criticize Monkey.
Monkey's just like the
just wanted to point that out.
The room fades away, and you see the vast rainbow covered nothingness that is the Great Void. It's you guys aren't particularly falling or floating. It's more just a case of like, you guys sure as fuck aren't in that room anymore. The individual begins to like warp and distort, and they kind of like blur, and starts like darting around the room, essentially. Izzy, you're up.
Where'd he go? Oh, there.
There he is. I am going to cast Majestic Anthem.
And what is that?
What it does is it gives... I spend a Bardic Inspiration die, and all of us gain a certain amount of temporary HP.
Ah, yes, I remember that one. It's a good one. It's a good one.
I want to imagine that temporary HP is permanent.
A tall order, but let's see how the dice favors.
I won't be able to go above 31, which I'm on, so...
No, that's what I'm trying to do. I am
Oh,
trying to
to
go
add it
above
on!
this.
Oh, cool.
Yes, this is what I intend.
Technically,
do.
even temporary hit points would technically make you
Oh,
roll
yeah,
over
onto the max, yeah.
Oh boy. Oh.
You, Isadora, like, essentially, like, I always imagine, like, any spell with, in any regard, kind of, like, involves, like, some sort of magical particle effect. Like, it kind of sizzles and falls short. You hear the shape in the corner kind of chuckle and refer to Isadora as a child.
I'm going to ignore that first of all. I know I'm a child. I'm 7. And I'm going to cast Majestic Anthem anyway, so at least we get the temporary hit points.
Rad. Is it like a set number or do you have to roll?
I roll.
Okay, cool.
13.
Oh shit, 13, that's a fucking solid number, jeez.
Nice.
Also,
Cool,
fuck
is
this
that all,
guy.
Amy?
Yeah, except fuck this guy.
Rizbit, you're up.
Okay. Hold on. So, Darren,
Ian.
I'd have seen people cast lightning bolt before, wouldn't I?
Yes.
Could I try and like, what do you call it, like mind magic one of a lightning bolt aimed at monkey
Monkey?
or what? MIND.
Oh, right, sorry.
Riz was just gonna turncoat at the last minute.
Yeah, give us that roll and see what happens.
Oh, motherfucker.
The shape giggles as the sparks sizzle.
Yeah, that's all I do.
Coda.
Will I be able to try and imagine something and then make my attack? Like, as a separate thing? Or is it like an action to imagine something?
It depends on the vastness of the imagination.
It's really, really awful and stupid, but I'm just, like...
Do it! Nothing else has worked!
I want to try and, like, channel buff Coda and, like, basically become buff again to shrug off that, like, having my max HP cut in half. So I want to just make myself buff.
Interesting. Roll and see how it goes.
No, I'm not buff.
Coda seems smaller.
Aw, I got noodlier. Oh, that's awful. Okay, I'm still gonna make my attack.
I mean, like, gosh, I didn't think me and Rizbit would be ever eye to eye.
Oh my god, I'm tiny.
Yes.
Oh my god. From tallest to smallest party member, this sucks. I'll still try to make my attack. Can I still hold my rifle?
I mean, it's gonna take a lot of effort, but regardless, this dude's fucking blurring in and out of existence pretty quick.
Well, my pistol misfired and I forgot to declare fixing it, so a rifle's all I have. So I'm gonna try and use the rifle. Do I have disadvantage?
Neato. Do indeed.
Misfire. So I have no guns.
Oh my God.
So I have no gun. Can I try and imagine that didn't happen? Oh god. Okay. Yeah, I have no guns. And I'm tiny. Is this what you wanted? Is this what I get for, like, my 5 seconds of buff Coda happiness?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Esme.
that's what I deserve.
Yes, Darren.
It's your go, friend.
Good. I'm excited. So here's the trick of the thing. If I've done something before, I don't have to roll again to do it.
Yep.
Cool. And say if I was to do an advancement on something that I had done before, could I potentially roll with advantage?
It depends on the scale of it.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I will explain to you in a moment. What I'm going to do for the moment, Esme is going to move up between her three friends. And for purely aesthetic reasons, her body is becoming more and more solid as she steps across, I guess, space and time, to stand at the point of conjecture, like between all three of them. For her turn, this turn, she's going to attempt to replicate the brand of Pelor thing she did against the dragon earlier. Not on a huge scale, just on a scale of basically casting shield on someone in the near vicinity when mind targets them.
Okay.
That's not even the big thing she wants to do, but that is something she will attempt to do. Will I need to roll for that one? That roll, if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to just wait then until that happens. Prepared as an action for when mind attacks. Is that okay?
Yep.
Cute.
Cool. Right, is that all, Esme?
That's all I'm gonna do.
Cool. Esme, can you make a con save?
I guess that whisper can wait. One sec. You. 18.
The shape kind of darts around the area. With the wave of its hand, you feel like darkness slicing into your eyes, but kind of quickly fades. It grins. Isadora.
Is it still doing its shimmy, shammy, shifty?
Yeah.
Can I make a wisdom save, please?
It can indeed. Second friend. 13.
That fails, so I have cast Hold Person, and they're now paralyzed.
Ooh.
At the end of its turn, it can make another save.
One sec, let me just double check, essentially what this motherfucker has now been slapped with. We're paralyzed.
Yes, please.
Cool, and you can't do anything is the subheading. That's always good. You are incapacitated and can't move or speak. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Any attacks that hit you is critical if the attacker was in 5 feet of you. Automatically fails strength and dex save throws. So there you go, friends.
Murder him! She calls from the back.
I really want to go up and slap him with my rapier because I'm a 7-year-old child.
Please do.
It's such a fun image. He's just an oversized coat.
Yeah, cool. Anything else, is he?
No. That's it for the moment.
Cool. Rizbit.
Yeah, I think you know what I'm gonna do.
I do indeed.
I'm gonna hit this guy twice.
Neat.
And I have advantage.
Yep.
Well, I got a crit on one of them.
Well, it's technically 2 crits because any melee attacks are technically crits.
Does 14 hit?
14 doesn't hit, actually, no.
Yeah, that's
shit.
what I was... Yeah, I know. Oh well. So I'm gonna hit him, and I'm gonna add a level 3 smite to it, to the crit one.
Okie dokie.
Bye bye, mind bitch.
No, it's Rizbit.
Dice everywhere.
Oh my god, nice.
52 damage, Darren. Do you want to split up for you?
No, that's okay, friend. No, 1 second.
Right.
No, that'll do.
Oh. I'm worried.
Yeah, me too.
Why? Oh no, he's dead.
Yes,
oh.
you should be.
It's
The
back.
the individual before you, Rizbit, crumbles. Is it all you should do, Rizzy? Or yeah, Rizzy?
I'm gonna use like the last 10 feet of my movement to walk towards it again.
Cool. Code.
I'm a small boy. So I don't know what I'm a small boy with no guns.
I'm a small child. I don't have any guns.
Yeah, this
This
is
is
not
an
a fixed
already
state
bad
for a
situation.
7-year-old.
What kind of 7-year-old doesn't have a rifle?
Exactly. Can I try and int roll to unjam my rifle?
Guess
Like so
roll
I could
there.
do the thing and then also fire it.
Mhm.
Code of Y. Okay, then I'm just gonna like baby Groot this fucker and I'm gonna run at him and stab him.
That's cool. Yeah, no, as Coda's holding a rifle, and after you notice that like screws start to loosen out of the rifle.
Cool, yeah, that's definitely gone. I'm just baby Grooting him. I'm gonna go stab him with my sword.
Nice. 26 hits.
Holy shit.
22 hits.
Baby Coda packs a punch. That's 24 damage from a 7-year-old boy with an
Nice.
oversized sword.
Esme.
Yep. Esme will turn the rod into a sword, and then she will attempt to dream big.
Yeet.
Will that do
Yeah.
the job? So, as she holds it up, from the other end of the rod produces another blade. And she looks sick as shit. Because she's just Darth Maul right now,
Oh,
except
yes.
like she's got a two-style purple and white mask, and she's just gonna lay into this person, or attempt to. $16 to hit,
Hits.
and then crit.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Nice.
Q. Ugh, I'll treat it the usual way with the rod-based attacks. So it'll be 3d8 plus 4d6 plus 3.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Nice.
Feel my holy fury.
Nice.
Not good.
Oh.
It got bigger.
It means
Coda, Esme, and Izzy, can I have wisdom saves?
I'm already a small child. What do you want from me?
Esme, Izzy, you hear the bell toll 12. And above you hangs a spectral axe. Yeah. like just barely like out of shot, I guess. At the handles of the axe, you can see skeletal like hands holding it, kind of thing. And with that, we are back to Izzy.
I assume at this point the whole person stopped having an effect when the first one got killed. I'm going to try casting it again. So can you make another wisdom, please?
1 second, friendo. You see, with a flick of the wrist, the sparks fizzle out of Izzy's hands.
So it doesn't make the save, and the spell just doesn't work, no matter.
No, it's a case of Izzy's like "Hajapa," and this thing just waves its hand, and like Izzy's magic fizzles.
Can I try to cast? Can I even try to do something else, or is that my action gone?
At what level is a whole person?
Second.
Yeah, it fails and has no effect.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is, can I make another action, or is it just the spell fails?
It's a case of like this person's reacting to your action of casting the spell. So it's like
probably counterspelled it or something.
Like so, Izzy like spent her like action casting the spell. Like
okay. I give bardic inspiration to Rizbit.
Thank you.
Cool. Rizbit, you're good.
I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna try and hit him twice.
Yeah, go for it, friend.
The inspiration to my second hit.
I think you can choose which one you add it to once you've rolled it. Before you've been told if it hits or not, you're able to add it, so you can just choose.
Oh, can I do that?
Yeah,
once you've rolled your dice, you can choose. It's like once you've rolled, but before the DM says if it's a success or a fail.
Yeah, essentially you roll it, you see the numbers, and you can make the choice. The DM then will say yeah or no. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll do that then.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna add it to the 13.
Oh, did I?
So that becomes an 18. So 22.
Both hit.
Cool. I'm gonna add 2 level 2 smites to this.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, fuck, nice, man.
Thank you.
Oh god.
Oh my god. Heal it. Heal it away.
It's like a Final Fantasy undead character. You gotta
you
cast heal
cure,
on him to do triple damage. Is that all you want to do, Rizzy?
That is all I can do. Actually, Darren.
Yes.
Question. Is this the same enemy every time?
No. Like
it
is, but it isn't. That sounds so dickheadish, so pretentious, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I know. I'd also forgotten that I'd used the Vev MD in the previous fight, and I didn't have it in this fight. It was just because I was paralyzed. I had advantage the first time. So ignore me.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, they're paralyzed. So that's all. Rizzy. I'm busy. Cool. Little Coda, you're up.
Can I try and make an int roll to... Yeah, I was literally thinking Little Sebastian. Can I try and make an int or a whiz or whatever to, I'm gonna take out my crossbow, but I basically wanted to shoot 2 bolts.
Ooh, interesting.
Like, without having to reload it. So, like just literally like a 2 for 1, like when he shoots 2 bolts. So can I try and... Is an int save for that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you pull out your crossbow and it's got a particularly odd mechanical mechanism near its base.
Fun. I got oh no, grit points only for guns, never mind. I'll shoot twice then. Good job, loser.
15 just hits.
Thank God. $20 damage.
Nice. Esme, you're up, friend.
Ugh. Yeah, cool. Esme is going to start twirling the two-ended blade. Putting it in a circle, and from that, her two standard light discs are thrown off it to hit at this guy off in the distance.
Nice. 25 hits. Nice, just them sixes, man.
Nice.
666.
Nice.
That's-
It's the Spoopy number.
Iron Maiden intensifies.
It's the October Halloween aesthetic intensifies. But yeah, she starts firing off shots at that. Every now and then casting eyes up above herself and Isadora.
Yeah, excellent flavor text choice of words. As essentially you cast up, you see the axe has been raised. Right, hold on one sec. Okay, yeah, that all is me.
Yep.
First is Izzy, second is Esme.
One sec. I want to try to do something.
Oh,
Well, the 14 doesn't hit me anyway.
Well, then actually, yeah, that doesn't matter.
Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, 25 hits. Your best shot.
the astral axe crashes down on Esme's neck, connecting with it, and dealing 26 necrotic damage.
She falls to the ground in space. Ooh.
Is she unconscious?
No, God, no. She just falls over.
She's just like, ow.
She's being dramatic, Coda.
Mind extends a hand to Rizbit.
I look the hand. I look at the hand.
He just shakes it. It's like, a pleasure to meet you too.
Is he extending in terms of aggressively?
No, he just offers his hand to Rizbit.
Oh, well, should I take it?
I don't know. To see on Rizbit's
Marry
turn.
him!
Is the door?
Marry Rizbit! Marry him!
Don't, shut up. Don't marry him.
But what if I'm shaking his hand?
Mm.
What if it's
Do
full
it!
of respect and endearment?
Only do it if I can be the flower girl!
No, this seems like a really bad idea.
Izzy, you're up.
You, but why shouldn't I do it though?
I want to imagine Cure Wounds as something I can cast on everyone.
Ah, yes. Like mass cure.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
Hi.
So yeah, I'm just gonna Cure Wounds everybody. At second level.
Thank you.
Woo!
Oh, I can't get anything out of this, but that was a great roll.
Unfortunately, neither can I.
That was great, Amy. Well done. Well,
What
fucking
a
I
good
do.
roll.
Well done, Amy.
Cool. Is that all you want to do, Amy? You want to do any fucking flat more rolls there, buddy?
Any what?
Flat, as in max rolls. Flat more. More flat rolls.
Well, maybe if he stopped fucking dispelling my magic, I would. But right now, no, I don't think I will.
Fair. Rizbit. It is your go.
I don't know what to do.
It's your choice, buddy.
Kiss him!
I shake his hand.
You shake his hand.
Yeah. And like I've got like
That's the most Rizbit thing that's
What?
ever happened.
He shakes Rizbit's hand and goes down on one knee. Presenting,
Oh my god, it is a proposal.
he presents his neck and gestures to Rizbit's sword.
Okay. I take the opportunity and I say good fight.
Monkey, what is this? What's he doing?
Monkey is completely frozen over and surrounded by blue magic.
When did that happen? Useless!
I mean, she'd tell you, but it's almost like she was paralyzed. Hey! One sec.
I just like how we weren't like paying attention to her at all, and then we just turn around and see that happened.
Poor monkey.
Yeah, Rizbit 27, yeah.
21 and 27.
21 and 7. Yeah, Rizbit, you like go down once, and it's a case of you get 3/4 of the way through. Like, you slice it open, there's bone, sinew, everything, and Rizbit just straight down the second time.
I'm really confused.
What the fuck is going on?
The world fades.
Your Honor, can I go home now?
You find yourself looking up at a blue sky, as if you had just fallen flat on your butt. You hear cries of Red, as if she was in anguish.
Is it because of her leg, or is it something else?
No, it's because of her friggin' leg that's been crushed.
Well, I thought that because of the fact that Monkey was now dead or something, she was crying in anguish over that.
Where
and I
is
was
Monkey?
upset.
He is lying beside you guys. Essentially, when you guys sit upright, she sits upright too.
I ask her what happened immediately. Why did he do that?
She's like, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. He gave himself up. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, do you know what? You sit there, you figure it out. And I go over to Red and I cast Cure Wounds on the leg.
You had the same thought. Your magic's
Yeah.
probably better than mine. You do your thing.
Do it together, like friends.
You straighten out her leg, make sure she doesn't bite her tongue.
Yeah, fair point.
Kay and Smalley are fine.
Is there like
Oh.
any tricks of the orchestra member?
The orchestra member lies essentially in front of you guys, like off to the side. Now that you guys have attended Red, in a contorted and distorted, like almost like his body was put through just broke up, legs are bent 6 ways they shouldn't be. There's just blood everywhere.
Kay, did you do that?
If he could be a shocked face at the minute, he would. He was like, no, Monkey hit him with something, and you guys fell over, and he just kind of and he gestures to be compressed inward.
Esme just says, "Oh, that was our fault then." Okay. Well, once Red is okay, we'll explain this part of the story.
I'm gonna check his body while everyone else is busy. I'll just have a look over his body for any clues.
Yeah, investigation, buddy, to look it over.
No.
Yeah, you find all. It's his robes just seem to be lots of robes. Yeah, no, that's fair. Everyone's fine. Kind of just shocked and weirded out by what happened, but everyone's in earshot.
Is our fellowship okay?
Yeah.
Kay, Smoliver, Red, Monkey, Lawrence, Rook. Is that everyone? Are there more?
There's Wilson.
Wilson, yeah. Is Henry okay?
Yeah, he's G.
I'm legitimately so confused.
Yeah, me too.
Why did it let itself die? I don't trust it.
Red, you with us?
Yeah, she's kind of like, panting heavily, but she's like, thank you.
Listen, actually, here, Monkey, do you want to tell people what happened? You're the one who sort of gets it the most.
She is like, okay, yeah, and like takes a few minutes to essentially do the thing, like relay what's happened, and Kay and Smoliver are like, I fucking hate mages. and Rook is just like, oh, yeah. And Lawrence just nods. He's like, no, it makes sense.
When she is finished explaining, I ask Red, like, this... Like, do Orca members show remorse? Is this a trick? Like, why would they do something like this? Why would they give themselves up at the end? You know, that kind of thing.
She looks at Izzy with a very stern face, and she's like, Orchestra are heartless, ruthless killers. All this is some sort of plan or ploy or something.
Let's burn the body.
As Esme's like, let's burn it. It like pans over, and Kay already has like a jerry can, and he's like, yeah, no, good plan, Esme.
Was that not already what we were doing?
Yeah, it's like I heard you say that, and I was quick, fast. I was.
Yeah, Esme just points at him, gives him a thumbs up. He's like, see, he's good. He's on the ball. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no, Rizbit, you definitely did the right thing. You executed an unarmed man.
Right? That's
No,
right.
Rizbit, you did the right thing. You killed the baddie whose mind we trapped in. Thank you, Darren.
Not fair to say, he wasn't... It's not like he was unarmed. He was casting tons.
And countercasting everything that Izzy tried to do.
Yeah,
They
so
never
like...
wanted me.
I don't care if he was innocent, annoyed me.
He
Wow.
wasn't innocent.
Lawful evil Amy has returned.
Return.
Yeah, that was I was on my phone, and I was like, return, where's he been?
Anyway, I'm entirely kidding.
Liar.
He was evil. He was hunting down Monkey. He deserved what he got.
Need to figure out how they found us so that it doesn't happen again.
They nod. They're like, yeah, no, that's very, very true.
Do you know, Red, how he did this?
Honestly, I don't know. People like Monkey are meant to send, like, what's the word? Disturb your tracking methods. So how he found us? Either he just saw it coming and assumed we'd be to like the most, like, anti-orchestra section of the map, quite literally. Or I don't know, but yeah, no, I don't know. She's genuinely kind of like shocked. You can see the scare, like the terror in her eyes. She's genuinely.
Maybe they weren't tracking Monkey. Maybe they were tracking us. And they shouldn't have an issue tracking us. Now, perhaps Monkey's thing extends to us as well. That would be nice. But it could be that they were trapped here when, like, they seem to have the ability to end up anywhere. This might have been not that a coincidence. It was definitely intentional, but perhaps it wasn't intentionally about Monkey. Maybe it was about us.
Yeah, no, she's like, no, that certainly is a theory. Kay steps forward and he's like, well, all for making theories and such, we should leave. We can walk while we talk, but this place is clearly not safe.
Yeah, we
Let's
need to
go and
keep moving.
see a
Outpost.
giant robot god!
He's just like, Esme, can you please not yell?
I'm sorry! I'm kind of frightened.
Cool. So you guys put on.
yeah.
Yeah, cool. You guys, travel for the day. Like it's a case of like that's what'll happen. But if people have anything specific they want to say, you can. It's just like in terms of like the MC morale, everyone's kind of like really melancholy and like just kind of quiet. Like no one's like kind of mulling over what's happened. No one's really talking. In other words, if you guys want to talk about something, you have to initiate the conversation. That sort of thing.
As we're like walking, I say into the ring if like the other like 3 members of the party will like hang back a bit so I can sort of talk to them.
Yeah.
Or even when we're like resting and like we're taking watch or whatever.
Oh my god. And sleeping backing up at the stars just
Do you think giraffes dream?
Swear to God. No. So I like she's just walking along. She's saying this into the ring, so like obviously
no
no
one
one can
hear
like
you.
eavesdrop. But just real cash pretending everything's normal. I still like feel really bad, so I think whatever hit Coda and me is still in effect. And there's something else. It's a little weird. So in the dream, in this fella's mind, do you remember how we were going through that trench and we ended up in like that creepy tunnel and Esme and I nearly got dragged into it by a bunch of broken warforged?
Yes.
Yes.
When we got out, I heard a voice of someone who said they could help if I took them with us. And, dreams are weird and wacky, so I thought we could have maybe used the help, but, like, nothing came of it. But it turns out they're, still with me. And
Esme cackles loudly for real. And it's not out of like, it's not cruel, it is a
yeah.
gesture. It's literally is like
I thought this was Esme's thing. Why? What are they?
Isidoro, in case Esme attracted anyone else's attention, Isidoro waits until their attention is off of them again.
She passes it off as some joke, like something that's not funny at all. Everyone gets more sad, probably.
Just so the 3 of them gathered around her, see, Isadora opens her bag, and in it, and I'm like out of game, I know I'm gonna get the piss ripped out of me for this, is a word hand.
Christ.
I pushed the tongue on because I was just laughing so much.
This is the best.
Now I have this.
And I don't know what to do with it. And he's walking away.
No,
like,
you have to work this out. So I don't know what to do about this. I'm gonna hang on to it. And that's just so you know.
It's also worrying that the hand is moving.
And now everyone knows. And it's cool that we never have to give it again.
Neil. Just touching base with you real quick. What's it like knowing you gave up like over $3,000?
Oh, we could have taken the gems. Oh no.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not, but okay.
Well, yeah,
We
sad.
could've
Like,
had
you're dead
money.
right. You definitely could have used that, but I know that Esme can't because I just don't. I can't think of anything that she would really need it for. But I'm more interested in the fact of I like to just cherish the belief that we couldn't take them out because it's shit like a moving, probably sentient hand is more likely to be able to traverse the dreamscape than anything else because that is cool.
Just gonna say we could have had infinite money.
When could we have had infinite money?
We were able to come up with money for the troll.
We weren't really though.
I did it. I paid him
I
for
made a bag of rocks.
We could have had rocks.
Bender appears from the voice. He's like, you guys like rocks, right?
Esme sticks her hand out to Isadora at some point. It's just like, welcome to the club. Just promise me that if you're going to take spines that I get to go too.
She nods, she shakes her hand, yeah, okay. I don't think it's
Oh
that
my
kind of deal,
god.
but like I don't think it is that kind of deal. But
Just in case, I found it difficult to remove my first spine. And in fact, I found it difficult up to the third one, so just in case.
do you know what? Me and Fingers here, we're gonna have a chat later. I'll tell you what I know.
I was gonna ask, like, do they have a name?
The hand, does it talk to you?
It did very briefly.
Hey,
what
Isadora,
did it
quick
say?
question. Are you loyal to the Han?
I smack her with it. No, I don't.
I love it.
Once we are like camped for the night and we're resting, she will actually try to talk to it a bit.
Cool.
Just like, hey, you got a name? What do you want? That kind of thing.
Cool. Is he showing them the hand the end of the ring conversation?
Unless you have any comments or questions, yes.
I'm good. I've nothing.
So many, but not that I want to ask.
Esme, it's not that it's again. It's like Esme is into this, and she's like, I'm 100% willing to see where this goes next. Side note, just the air about the camp ain't great this weather. Obviously, because we saw a man get crushed into a mangled corpse and whatnot. If someone's feeling up to it later on this evening, maybe tell a funny story about something I literally cannot remember any of the funny things we've done right now. But maybe a bit of humor would soften the blow of this horrible, horrible place for these poor people.
It's a good idea, but I can't tell stories, so.
If you tell me something, if you remind me of something funny that I have forgotten about, then I will run with it myself.
I mostly just remember the really bad and awful things and not the good. It's all no.
Getting high with the Darklings in Borgum?
That's a pretty good one. That's actually a pretty good one.
No,
Yeah,
I got naked.
at
That
some
was
point.
embarrassing.
Yeah! Tell them all the times Coda got naked.
No.
Oh my god. There we go. We've got it.
No, please, no.
Yeah!
Esme turns off her ring. It's like, no, I have a plan now. Just puts it in her pocket.
Sorry.
What if we put one of the rings on the hand to see if that makes it capable of, like, communicating with us?
That'll be
Let's
plan B.
not.
Let me see if I can
Yeah.
just actually talk to it first.
Yeah, no, you do you, but it's just like, what if that, like, what if we can connect it to Dave and create some weird hybrid?
I thought you guys would be glad I'm not keeping secrets.
As the ring conversation dies down, essentially, you all catch the faint sound of whispers before you sign off.
Like through the ring?
Whispers.
Mm-hmm.
Esme full on says, Dave, is that you?
This is a private line.
It's as if like a large room of people all whispering at once, kind of thing. Like it's like a large volume of whispers.
This sounds familiar.
But not too
Familiar to you or familiar to all of us?
Well, I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. But I was talking to Alexander, and he said that the portal in his house was there were whispers, sounds of whispers. I wonder if it's connected.
Pelor, the Shroud, and or Ball? Is that any of you?
Maybe we
One
should
second.
be careful how much we use the rings.
No, more importantly, I'm about to get struck down by the gods. Esme takes one large step away from everyone, but in a clearing to allow for lightning to strike. I can't wait for Ball to come back. Can't wait for him to be living in the house or something.
Yeah.
Esme turns to look into the forest and has the fucking class smile on her face. Darren, what's in the forest?
What?
Is it Bal?
Oh no.
What did
Dark-
you see?
Darkness there and nothing more, Esme.
Do we see Esme like turn to the forest?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, like it's a physical. This is a dramatic turn on her heel into the forest. Moment. She doesn't go in. She just looks.
What, did you see something?
She's like, no, it's something. Fine.
What did you hear?
She just.
Was it the whispers? What was it?
Is it one of the gods you blaspheme?
Yeah, yeah, it was Ball. Just relax.
What?
Oh, fuck off!
No, leave him alone. He's fine. He's a skeleton. Look at Rizbit. Like, Rizbit can destroy. Well, okay, Rizbit can injure him significantly. We will be safe. I hope. I'm not murdering anyone. Pinky promise.
Okay.
Mental ring pinky promise. I swear to never betray the party.
Is
Just
he
gonna
the
say,
one
guy.
doing these whispers, or is this unrelated?
I know this is Baal is another problem. he is an external to the ring situation. Esme actually is.
You go first.
Esme rattles off the names. It's like Yuria, Ishaelin, Orion. Who's the one we're going to see now?
Polaris and Sul?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just like knocks off those names just in case it's that. This is like, I agree with the earlier point that we should maybe reduce usage of these, but also, I like friends.
So I just got one thing to add.
Yeah.
I didn't grow my fingers back properly. They're still gone.
Oh, tricky.
Rizbit signing off the rings.
That's
Yeah.
fair. So you guys press forward essentially after that like little moment.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, yeah. For like they're like as also Ian, you're not on Roll20 on my screen.
Am I not?
Not on mine anyway. It's on
No,
mine.
you dropped off.
Mine nuked, and then everyone kind of disappeared, but then they're all back.
Oh, okay, then no, you're back.
Mine had
one sec.
nuked, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, sorry. You guys continue traveling with the party. Around like 7 o'clock at night, like late evening. You notice that a lot of the ground is covered in kind of like a flaky grey substance.
Like ash.
Exactly like ash. As you press, like essentially, like real, like find a condensed amount of it to the point where it's like, oh, what the hell is that? Like Izzy puts forward it's ash, and like Rook and all is like rubbing it through his fingers, like no, that's ash. And you guys hear something sweet and fun. You guys see a bird singing on a branch.
What kind of bird?
Just like literally like a sparrow, like or a rob, just a standard bird. Like seeing it, Rook is like properly taken back. He's like,
We haven't seen any wildlife, have we, in the Red Forest?
no, it's been completely vacant. He's like, what, is the air breathable here? And like his hands go to his mask, and he's kind of like contemplating
I
opening it.
wouldn't try that
Esme tries it out.
out.
Isadora, heal me if I die! And she just whips off the mask.
Can't believe Esme's dead, guys.
Yeah.
I am. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Esme
What?
rips off the mask, like kind of like like generic like gas mask, like thing, and she's like, ugh. Nothing happens.
She does the Buzz Lightyear thing for a minute, and then she's like, wait, no. I'm alive!
Coda's just having a freak out while she's pretending.
Like yeah, like while she's having a freak out, Rook is doing like the Sheriff Woody, just like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Coda's
You're
just
just
having a
going right
fucking
in trouble.
aneurysm.
She's just wait, no, it's fine. We can breathe here.
Yeah, Rook like follows Esme's lead and takes it off and like deep inhales, and he's like, no, it's yeah, no, it's she's right. What the?
I take off my mask and say, I didn't actually need this anyway. But it's good to know.
Coda just like takes Esme by the shoulders and she's like, why are you like this? And then takes his mask off.
I take my mask off.
Rook, are we still in the forest?
He kind of looks at Izzy like wide-eyed, and he's like, I don't.
It's okay to not know things.
Rook is just like he is having a time in trademark.
Is
There's
this
still
an
trees,
enchantment? Is it an area that someone's put a magical effect on?
Rook looks Coda in the eyes, and he's like, walks right up, and he's like, I don't know. And then he says it in Dwarven, and he's like, don't know.
Rook, it's okay to not know things. This is how we learn. Is there
No.
anything else around here?
Not knowing things in this place gets you killed.
I mean, we were in the head of a very powerful individual and we survived. I'm sure it'll be fine.
What else is around this place?
It's like honestly like a really thick kind of like swampy area. It's just like from what you guys can see, it's just trees. Like all around you, it's just trees and like kind of a thick I think they're called spider bush. One second. Sure about that.
Are the trees alive? Or like, are they also sort of like ashy?
Are they still red?
The leaves are red and they are indeed covered in ash. Like a really light layer, like not a lot.
Hmm.
Do you think all this ash is tied to the monolith? There was always ash when she was around.
Oh no!
Ash and snow.
There's
Oh,
snow,
it's not cold,
just
is it?
ash. But perhaps the ice is Laureate's doing and the ash is the monolith?
Darren, do we hear any more sounds of life?
No, you can just hear that one bird singing. It's like giving it all it's got.
I'm going to go and look at the bird.
Yeah. Give me an investigation check to like look it over. I guess like
Yeah.
legitness.
Can I try nature?
Yeah, that could work too. Investigation, nature, whichever you feel.
Darren, is this bird song in any way familiar?
No, it's just a common bird song.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's a
No.
21 nature, sorry.
It's a common robin.
A common, if you will.
I had I had a weird feeling that it was like Coda's bird returned or something.
No, Coda's bird fucked off and never came back.
But that was just in case, Laura.
Also, it's a machine and not a, normal bird.
Yes, but that was why the investigation was relevant, Laura.
Fair.
21 to investigate, Darren.
It's a common robin, isn't it?
They both at the same time just say, it's a common robin.
Yeah. Well, this is weird. What do we do now?
I suppose we keep going. This might be some sort of field of effect from Polaris's outpost. Means we're in the right.
Rook,
Yeah,
have you ever been to this outpost before?
Sorry, who are you addressing, Amy?
Rook.
He's like, no, I just like have heard tales and where to go to, like, landmarks, what to pass, that kind of thing. But I've never physically like stepped foot there.
Right. And you've never seen anything like this before?
No, like ash, like in general, yes, but like specifically in the forest, no. Let alone like wildlife, any gestures to the bird.
Should we keep going?
I think so.
Yeah, keep an eye on whether or not we are likely to re-enter the the non-breathable air.
I think we'll figure it out pretty quickly.
Yeah, but just if the first person who notices, just notice quickly and look at it.
Yeah. Rook also says like it's
please take care of your own mask for pretending to.
Yeah,
Pretty
like,
much,
yeah. Have it on your belt for like super quick like reapplication. No, Rook is like, it's getting late. We should rest soon. He's like, I want to press on a bit further, but I definitely think we should rest soon.
Well, let's find a place to camp.
Lead on.
Let's follow you. Yeah.
Yeah, as he like progresses forward, he's throwing stones, and there be no anomalies in these parts. Eventually, you guys come to like a little, like it's an opening big enough to be the point where like, yeah, this is like the best of places I need to like set up camp kind of thing. Like, Rook is kind of like trying to clear away the ash so he can put his bedroll down, like, somewhere nice, and Kay is kind of helping like Oliver set up against a tree, so he's kind of got a little bit extra cover, like from the leaves, that sort of thing.
The forest
So
was meant to protect Polaris, right?
Yeah, in theory, yeah. Who is on watch tonight, friends?
I'll take watch.
I'm on watch.
What I was actually going to say was, should someone like Kay or myself take watch, since technically we don't need to breathe, and if the atmosphere changes during the night, we'll be able to...
That's actually a really good point. That's cool. I like that.
But would you, like, out of character, would you notice if the air changed because you're not breathing?
I mean, I don't have to breathe. Like, I am breathing, I don't have to breathe.
But it wouldn't affect you, though, if it was unbreathable, so would you even notice?
Esme
I don't know.
That she looks at both Coda and Isadora, and she says, "You're still feeling sick after the nap you took in the orchestra mouth head. You rest. I'll keep on the watch, and the minute the air changes, I'll lash on my mask and I'll kick every single one of you make sure you get yours on. Obviously, making noted exceptions for the people who do not need to wear masks.
That's
Are
fair.
you sure you want to take yours
Okay.
alone?
Kay can stay up if he wants.
Yeah, he just kind of nods. He's like, yeah, no, I can.
Yeah.
Don't need much sleep.
There we go.
Okay, if you're absolutely sure, then we'll head to bed. Thank you very much. Don't just have sex.
No, I feel
Coda
like
goes
that's
bright
not...
red and starts walking away.
As I looks at Isadora, she's like, she's like blushing. She's like, I swear to God, I wish that was the least likely problem here. Like, I wish,
I'm not
or like, I
listening.
wish that was the most likely problem.
No.
I wish that could be my greatest concern right now. But yeah, go to bed.
Stay safe. Good night. Good night.
Why, Miss Nilo, I didn't even know you knew how to blush. Night.
This is going to be bad before it gets better.
Okay, so Amy, we can do the conversation-y thingy
Yes, that's
at a
what.
later date. Yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, you guys. I'm gonna say Izzy does that like while everyone's eating
Yeah.
dinner, and then like retires.
But I wanted to hear it.
Oh yeah,
well.
you
I'll
would.
tell you. Don't worry.
Good. Give us a full summary.
So yeah, case of like and so Esme's watch begins, and Kay's there too.
Okay, it's also there.
Kay is also there. So yeah, it's like like 3 a.m. kind of thing. Like it's a quiet time. Kay is kind of restless for undisclosed reason, kind of like on edge, not on edge, but just kind of like clearly irritated. He like kind of like pulls up a sword out of the ground, and he's like, okay, I'm just gonna like patrol the perimeter. I'm like, yeah, you can sit here, and if I see anything coming, I'll yell. So he like goes for a walk.
Hey, hold on. Just okay.
Yeah, he doesn't like say Esme. He just kind of like turns and like
if you see anything in the woods and it looks like a person, just ask them if they know me first. And if they don't, then you can kill them all you like. But if they do know me, don't kill them yet. Okay?
he shrugs and he's like, no promises, and walks off into the dark.
I would really like that promise understood. And she just sits back down.
20 minutes pass, and the wind begins to pick up. Esme, can I have a perception check, please?
Is this like 20 minutes Kay's walked into the woods and hasn't come back?
It's more a case of he's patrolling the outside.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of us, but it can't be that big of a camp.
Also true. Esme, yeah, chilly night.
Chilly.
Yeah, well, like the wind.
Oh, I'm so...
Oh, good. Ash and cold. Our favorite combination.
Esme.
Yes, God. It's me, Esme.
I hate when you say something and you can hear the grin.
Yeah, you can hear the smile. Yeah, it sucks.
No, don't be silly. Esme, to your right, you hear something. Well, it's been quite a while, sweet cheeks.
She hands up and she actually can't help from smiling. She's just like, yay, hooray, also no, God, no. But she's like, hi.
Draped up against a tree in a rather over the top seductive manner is a little poorly dressed skeletal figure. And he's like, how you doing?
I mean, we're in the woods and they're horrible and there's potentially some kind of sleeping
He's
god.
like,
How
"Oh,
are
yeah,
you?
I mean, like, hey, what's up with this chicken here?" And he takes some chicken off like the campfire and he just sits down and eats it, starts eating it.
Help yourself. I didn't know you could eat.
He's like, I just like to make fun of people who have to eat them. It's funny. You need to eat this to survive. Yeah, like bits of it are just falling into his rib cage and falling on the floor. He's like, so is that your boyfriend in the forest, the cutie patootie?
Yes. One of them.
Can I borrow him for a night?
Mhm,
Hold on. You can ask him if you can borrow him for the night. I do not own him. He is a person. Also, he's got pretty decent mental strength stuff, like defenses. So that might not be something to just do. What do you need him for?
Let's just say an experiment. No.
I want to know what having a metal dick feels.
Like,
so we can
what-
definitely get like a group thing going on here. And, like starts
Yeah,
just
the
eating all the
question
chicken.
was-
I'm a skeleton. There's nothing down there.
Is this the question? Is like, do you want to reenact the scene from 2049?
That's exactly what I
Is
was
that what this
thinking.
is?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But Esme does not think that that's
No.
where it's going. So she asks again, "Is like, why would you need to borrow his body?"
No, I just meant like purely because I'm interested. Like, you can come too. It'll be fun. Hey, fucking bring the goblin. Who knows? It'll be fun.
Bring him where? Just on an adventure.
He gets the chicken and like gestures with it, and it's pretty obvious what he's gesturing. He's like, "Oh, can I eat this?" And he's just eating Esme. He's eating.
You're just hungry. You just want to. Do you just want to feel what it's like to eat and be like alive? I'm just.
I mean, I feel alive all the time, Esme. That's kind of fucking rude.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude.
Well,
like, I come out
are you
here and have a
asking if
talk.
this collective group of
So,
friends is
like-
DTF? Is that what this is about?
He's like, you're DTF, I'm DTF, and I got time. You know what time? You know, time is something that doesn't factor into my existence, bitch. So
Whoa.
I'm fairly ageless as well. Like, not you're ageless, but kind of ageless.
it's adorable that you think that's the case. You're like a child. You're like a 5-year-old. Not even.
Then why'd you want to hump her? That
You're
was out
asleep.
of character.
You're
Also,
no.
if you want to talk about meeting someone who's a youth, did you know that Isadora is a warforged and is 7?
Don't tell people these things.
I can't
He's
believe
a
you just did
god.
the thing that we joked
He's-
about you doing.
He's
a
nibbling.
god!
He's
I
nibbling
know.
on this chicken. He's nibbling on this chicken that he's like, oh yeah, no, it's quite a topic at the table at the minute. It's,
What table?
Motherfucker, stop gossiping.
Where? Yeah, like who is at this table? Can I come?
I mean, no, you're not invited. I mean, you had an invitation, but I'm Esme. I don't murder people. I'm just such a fucking high and mighty individual. That's what you sound like when you talk, Esme.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It definitely does sound like that, but like who else is at this table? Because I have. she gets really like over the top about it, and she's like, I've got plenty of otherworldly patronly callers, and it's not just one person asking me to murder my friends, you know.
We know Pelor. Really, he's spreading himself thin. He gets around. You probably catch something like sun disease.
He's
or
got
something.
a mighty rod. What have you got? Murdering my friends.
He's eating chicken, and he's just like, you know what I don't have? And he nods behind Esme, and he's like, in the process of getting eaten friends.
Esme turns around to ensure her friends are not being eaten.
Well, I mean, they're definitely like there's 4 spectral ghouls like leaning over them, like kind of like Dementor style.
Esme turns back to Ball and he's like, "Is this really like? I thought we were
Ho
friends."
ho! He like wiggles the chicken, like bits of it fly everywhere. And he's like, "Are you going to assume that any undead thing that walks into your camp is me?" Oh, girl! He just throws the chicken and like walks out into the dark, and immediately
Hey,
like
no, wait, come
reappears.
back. I have another question.
It's okay, relax. Like throws the chicken, like gets up, walks away, like immediately away from Esme, and like comes in from the right. And it's like, that was rude. I think we all said things that we didn't agree with, you specifically because you're rude. Ooh, chicken. And he sits back down with the chicken, and he's like, so yeah, they're gonna die. Are you? Is this the thing? It's like you won't kill them for me, but like you'll let them die because we can do that. I could do that. Like I could
Wow,
orchestrate like
I will deal with
knives.
them in a minute.
I mean, minute. Ooh, that's a lot of time. But yeah, no, continue.
I just like. Are you here to watch them be potentially desold? Are you here to offer help in any capacity? Are you here to just have a chat? Because I'm kind of okay with any element of this. I just like to know where we stand, honestly, Bob.
Honestly, I was just hungry, and you had some chicken.
Esme, like, Esme just look at Ball. It's just like, I love you. You are adorable. Please, if you ever
He
feel,
doesn't hear the please onwards because you hear a tuk tuk, and you see a familiar glint of steel in like off the campfire kind of thing, as Kay's sword essentially connects to the side of Ball's head.
Esme turns away from the now destroyed Ball body, throws off one of the light discs at one of the ghosts and shouts, "Hey guys, there's ghosts! Wake up!"
We will essentially pick up with the ghosts next game. But as Esme kind of declares, like, guys, there's ghosts, she feels like the back of her like cloak being like pulled, and essentially is like ripped up into the air, and Kay is facing her, and he's like, "What the fuck was that?"
That's my friend Ball. He's the god of murder. It's okay. I don't like him that much. I'm just friends with him. I'll talk to him at the water cooler, but I won't invite him out for drinks.
He's like, "I'm glad your friends could put Oliver in danger," and he just like throws Esme to the side, like not like through the air, but literally just like throws her, like essentially you move squares like 5 feet to like forcibly just like get out of my face kind of thing.
I'm going to lie down on the ground.
No, you're not. You're going to fight ghosts.
Oh yeah, no, she'll ghost us now in a moment, but she's just gonna lie down on the ground and she's like, "We are a party of like 18 people and a possessed hand. I think we can handle 3 fucking ghosts."
So
Golden Tama Queen.
we're about to end now, but not before the most serious of end scenes. As Esme lies there yelling at Kay, a ghastly figure stands over her. The ghastly figure seems to be originating from her belly button.
What?
Like coming up out of it, kind of thing. Like it's kind of like the genie, that sort of thing. Kind of upper torso, but down into smokiness. And standing over Esme, like chewing on some chicken's Ball. And he's like, "Geez, he seems nice. You're gonna kill a bunch of people for me now, Esme?" And he just keeps eating the chicken and looking at it.
Or do I have to kill my friends? Because that's still a super deal breaker. But Christ, why did you just tell me you were attached to my belly button and I could talk to you later? You fucking idiot!
And he's like, "And ruin our most intimate moment, Esme."
I hate you and I love you.
But like, they're not your friends. And he gestures over to Rook, who are like in the process of getting up as Esme has like yelled and woken up the party. He's like, "You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Esme."
Literally.
And we're gonna end it there. Well, Esme, you can get your like line in if you.
She doesn't. She like. I will confirm out of that it is a categorical no. Like, that is not happening. But her response to Baal is literally just, "You are so difficult."
Good game, friends.
Good game.
Fucking Baal.
Fucking Bob.
I mean, he's so entertaining, but he's so shitty.
Good game, everyone.
Good game. I'll stop the stream now.
Night,
Nice stream.